Hey everybody, welcome back to my Project 13, the morning recap vlog. Well, the biggest thing that happened to me was bringing in an iPhone. My very first Apple product, my very first iPhone, very first time ever given iOS a chance. Was it going to just be a terrible experience, or was I going to have fun with it? Well, up until now, I'm having a lot of fun with it, even though I had to return my very first device. Why? Because the camera died on me on the rear of the device, just completely went dead. Yeah, I don't know why. I don't know if there was issues already going on back there in the camera area with the hardware. I couldn't tell you. All I know is that I went to use it one morning and it was dead. So what we're trying out right here, again, like I did the very first device, is to see if there's any shakiness, well, extra shakiness, extra wobbliness, and jello effect. And right now, it doesn't look that bad at all. But let me do something here. I'm gonna hold the bottom of the clamp with my hand. I'm gonna give it a little extra stabilization, and I bet it smooths out the video at 1080p 60 frames per second. Thing is, the iPhone 8 Plus is just a little extra sensitive when it comes to being in a situation where there's a lot of movement. So there's a little bit of that extra shakiness going on. And let me turn down the tunes there. So yeah, I'm holding that right now, and you can see that that's totally helping out a lot, especially going over those bumps. So yeah, I could spend a lot more money on a different mount. I got one attached to my windshield and one attached to the dash of my car, but I never brought this device in. I never brought this iPhone in, this Apple product here into my Project 13 to be my vlogging device. I brought it in to finally try out an iPhone, to have it in hand, in pocket, to use it, to understand this platform that everybody has been telling me for the last over 2.5 years now. Bring in an iPhone, bring in an iPhone. Let me hold this bottom clamp here over those bumps. Check it out, little extra stabilization. So that's why I brought it in. My V20, my V30 that I'm gonna pick up hopefully this afternoon are going to be those devices. I had some feedback, and I appreciate it. I think it was Bunts. Appreciate the feedback, sir. I'll tell you this. It's not the mounts, because I use these two mounts with my other smartphones, whether it's the V20, whether it's the U11, whether it's my Note 8, when I had the S8, the G6, and I didn't have that extra shakiness, that extra wobbliness, or that jello effect. Now with the S8 and the Note 8, there had been a little bit of extra focus hunting, but with software updates, it fixed that a lot. It's just that, it's not that this device doesn't shoot great video. In hand, it shoots phenomenal video. It's just when in a moving object like my car, it's being really sensitive to every little movement. Is that a bad thing? Well, if it's gonna be your vlogging device, I mean, if you're gonna be in a situation like I'm in, it may be, and it may be an annoyance to the viewer. On a straightaway like this, it's not so bad. It's doing really good. It just depends on how you're using and utilizing the iPhone 8 Plus. For me, I don't know about the other iPhones out there. You know, whether you're holding it in hand and shooting video, whether you're shooting video in a car like I am right here. It just depends. Now, let me take it off the mount. As far as what went on this last week, the recap is not too much. I mean, it's all about the iPhone 8 Plus for me. Losing the first one because the camera died, getting the second one. It didn't stop my journey, didn't stop my experience, having a lot of fun. Enjoy the fact that it's got wireless charging. I love the dual speakers. I got an adapter to listen to music in the car because it doesn't have the headphone jack. No big deal, I can live with that. But I'm gonna take it off. I'm gonna pull over here let this car go by. And I'm going to take it off the mount and hold it in my hand for a little bit. And we'll see if that makes a difference. Shout out to you, big dog. Look at this. Okay, you can already see the difference. But I'm not going to pay $1,000 for a really good mount. And you know what I'll tell you? You can pay $1,000 for a mount and it may not even be as good as these ones. Okay? It just depends. But I'm sure there's some out there that can handle more of this situation. Point is, I've used other devices on these mounts and I'm not getting that. It doesn't bother me. I know I went off track somewhere there. It doesn't bother me at all because this was never intended to be my vlogging device. Now, would it be better for me if this was an area that on its own in the cameras here, it could handle that shakiness, that wobbling? Sure. But again, I have my devices for that. This was all about the experience. This was all about all of you telling me that I would like it, that I would love it, that I would replace Android. But no, I'm not going to replace Android because I'm Android at heart. I want the best of both worlds. So as you can see, as I'm holding my iPhone 8 Plus, better experience, right? So it's not the device. Remember these key words. It's just a little sensitive to every little movement. Could that mean that the optical image stabilization needs to be a little bit better in this device? Maybe, yeah, sure. Could a software update take care of this issue? Yeah, it definitely could. So maybe we can send Apple some info and let them be aware that this is an area that they could enhance a bit on. And outside of that, man, yeah, just having a great time. That's the recap. That's the recap right there. My experience, my journey with the iPhone 8 Plus, bringing you into it in a raw way, especially for those that are considering going over to iOS from Android and you've never done it. You know, you've been in my position and you're considering it. I'm giving you the real experience. It's not about being techie at all whatsoever. It's not about all the specs and everything that this device entails aesthetically. It is, because without all that, it doesn't exist. I understand that. But it's about a device that really is doing really great. Even though one of them happened to be a dud in the camera area, it died, you know, okay, it happens to any device. It happens to Android devices, left and right. It doesn't matter which OEM they are from. Okay, so that shouldn't even be in the conversation. Okay, I got one that's working right here and doing a great job. Let's go over this bump while I'm holding it. Look at that. Look at that stabilization. Yeah, perfect example. Even though I'm gonna kill my rims. So yeah, man, that's really what this recap is about. It's just about me bringing this in and trying it out and loving it and giving you my real-to-life experience. And I'm gonna pull over right here and put it back onto the clamp. I'm tired of holding this. In a way that if you're the average consumer, you're going to consider bringing it in through my experience. There's no reason to throw out a bunch of conversation that's not going to be understood. Okay, it's not worth that. And you can see right when I put it back onto my suction mount that's attached to my windshield, there's a little bit of that extra shakiness. But yeah, there's no reason to do that. It's just to let you all know that if you want to give it a go, I would say give it a go, you know, and see what your experience. There's a lot of other iPhones out there for a much lower price, previous generations, and it's worth giving it a go if it's something you've really considered. I'm glad I did. You know, like I said, I've said it over and over and over and over and over again. I'm having a fun time learning. It's a simple experience. there's not a whole heck of a lot going on in there like Android has going on. All that freedom. You're basically getting right to the point in how an iPhone is set up. And what's really making it give it that edge and that fun factor is the fact that it's so smooth in performance. The performance is just phenomenal, which takes that simplicity and adds a little bit of extra on top. You know what I'm saying? So that's where I'm saying give it a go. And that's what I'm trying to share with you. Okay? I'm trying to give you that experience through myself, and hopefully it encourages you to at least go out and pick one up and try it out and see what you think. You may love it, you may like it, you may hate it. You may go, I don't know. So you let me know. And outside of that, 1080p, 60 frames a second. Yep, a little bit of extra shakiness there, but I'm going to hold on to the bottom of the clamp, and you can see that basically that stabilizes it there. It's got this little tab at the bottom of the clamp, so I'm able to hold on to it. But yeah, a lot better. All right, everybody, I'm out. That's it. Thanks for taking the time to watch, listen, and be a part. I'm out. God bless. Take care. And, subscribe to the team if you haven't yet. Share, donate, leave a thumbs up if you like the video content. And thanks for being a part of my journey with my iPhone 8 Plus. Again, outside of a couple of product reviews, and it's been about this device. That's what this week has been about. And we're going to be moving into another week with another device coming in, and I'm excited to do some comparisons. So be looking forward to all of that as well. Have a great week. Have a great day. Have a great morning. I am out. God bless. Peace.